Okay, so for our final color in this 4-color collection with our Make Your Own Polish Mia kit, we have this bright mustardy yellow, no orangey undertones here. So we are going to do this without using any of our shimmer finishes or pigments. So I have 15 mils of our nail polish base in our measuring cup, and we are going to use just our liquid concentrates. So to get us our right color, we're going to use a combination of our yellow, our black, and our white. So I'm going to start with our yellow. I'm going to start with 12 drops of our yellow. I'm going to give that a mix, and this will give us our starting base. And we can see that this is a really bright yellow, and then when we hold it up to our swatch that we are trying to match, this has, it's lighter and it has some gray undertones in there. So we're going to need to tone this down quite a bit. We are going to do that with our black and our white. So I am going to use my black liquid concentrate to add 1 drop of black to this. And then we're going to attempt to achieve the same color with adding some of our white. And we may need to get a combination of more yellow and white to continue to deepen the shade so that it's the right amount of opacity that we want. So you can see it's still very, very translucent. So we're gonna add 2 drops of white so we can kind of see where we're at. And if it's the right shade, then we can double or triple our color or ingredients amount to get the color that we're looking for. So I'm just going to document my recipe really quick. And I think our shade is pretty close. So I am going to double our recipe now. So I'm going to go back to my 12 drops of yellow. You can see our opacity is improving a lot. And then I'm going to add my drop of black. That was about 1.5 drops. So I am going to have to lighten that a little bit more than I did before with the white. So I can correct just that extra little dollop of a drop. Okay. And you could add more or less depending on the color that you want, the opacity that you want. If you wanted it more yellow than this, you would add more yellow liquid concentrate. I think this is pretty close to the color that I want. So I'm going to add 1 more of the yellow. And 1 more of the white. And that is pretty close to the color that I wanted. I love that. So let's just double check. These are matching, and they are. That is perfect. So the last thing, I'm just gonna double check before I bottle this, because I can't change my color after I bottle it. Just wanna make sure that I'll be able to get full coverage from this within 2 coats. And just to make sure, I am going to add one more drop of my white. That was actually 2 drops. Let me just write that down. There we go. A little bit definitely goes a long way. That's always why you want to test your color, make sure you get it perfect before you bottle it. Another way that you can test your color is to also put it on your nails. And that's what we want. And I wanted just a touch more of the opacity there. So now I'm ready to bottle. Again, our bottle goes in the middle of our mat, and we pour our polish 2 times in the funnel, nearly full. And then the last few pours that we do will just be a tiny bit at a time. So 3/4 of the way full in your funnel, let it drip down into the bottle. Do that one more time. And then for the remaining filling of your bottle, you just want to do a little bit at a time. So you can double check how close it is to the shoulder of your bottle, not the neck, the shoulder, because you don't want to overflow. So sometimes the best way to see how close you are to the top is to get down to eye level. A little bit more. And I can just see it start to come up on one side over the shoulder. Not quite on the other. I'm gonna put just a little bit more in there. I definitely have some extra. All right, that looks good. So now we're gonna cap our bottle. And that is our golden yellow, mustardy yellow. All right, so those were 4 different collections of recipes that we have in total with the Mia kit. However, there are thousands of different color combinations that you can make with this set. If you're looking for more inspiration, definitely check out our other channels on our YouTube channel, Tailor Made Make Your Own Polish. And if you have questions, drop us a line.